Hello guys, so just this past Monday, Pakistan announced their squad who will face England in three test matches in December. And one of the uncapped players which was named in the squad was Muhammad Ali, who's a fast bowler. And there was a bit of criticism by journalists, ex-players and whatnot, as always. Why was he selected? Over what performance? There's two people asked that in the press conference, and the first person said, "What was over what performance has he been selected?" Which was a ridiculous question. And Mohamed Wasim answered it in the press conference. Um, so if you look at, I think there's a lot of people been wondering because no one's heard of him. Obviously, most Pakistan cricket fans don't follow first class cricket. They just watch the internationals. But I do follow first class cricket. I'll check the stats, see how everyone across all the teams, the whole tournament, who's taking wickets, who's scoring runs, etc. And if you look at this season, he's taken 24 wickets, which was the most. 24 wickets, which was the most for any fast bowler. So he's the number one fast bowler this season. And then last season, he took 32 wickets, which was also the highest for any fast bowler. So for 2 seasons consistent, he's been the best fast bowler. So I don't know why we wouldn't you select him. He's been the best fast bowler for 2 seasons now. And if you look at the moment in our squad, test caps, like Naseem Shah has got 13 test caps. Haris Rauf is zero. Mohamed Hussein Jr. is zero, and Fahim Ashraf has played 14 Test matches. That's across 4 fast bowlers we've got. I've got together got 27 Test matches between them all four. So at the moment, the best thing you can do is pick someone in form because we haven't got any experience there. First class cricket. There's no um, someone with loads of experience who's playing well at the moment. So the best option is just to pick the bowler who's been most recently taking the most wickets, playing the best. A little bit about him that I've read is one thing is about he can bowl a lot of overs in a day. So because of his pace, he's not a fast bowler, high pace. He's a bit slower, a bit like Muhammad Abbas type bowler, and he's more consistent line and length sort of bowler, and he can bowl a lot of overs in a day, like 25 to 30 overs in a day. It was in an article. Someone was writing about him. He's obviously very good, and that shows what type of bowler he is. He's more of a slower but line and length. He can swing it. I've watched some of his highlights. He can swing it. Um, so yeah, and he can bowl longer individual spells as well. So yeah, 7, 8, 9, sort of close to overs, more than like 4, 5. Um, and when you say, "Oh, this player shouldn't be in the squad or in the team," even you need to have okay. Who is then there has to be a suitable person. You got to say, okay, I want this person. Then you can't just say, oh, I don't want him. Okay, who then? Who do you want to pick? Because he's been the best over the last 2 seasons. And the one person, Akib Javed, who came out and said, Mir Hamza, why is he not being selected? He's been he said about Muhammad Ali, he said, "Oh, I've only seen about 2 good overs." Well, I don't know how he's made him see good. I've just said the stats: 32 wickets and 24 wickets, and how can that makes no sense? And Mir Hamza, he said about him, he's taken so many wickets and he's not selected. That's what Akib Javed said. He said he's taken so many wickets and he hasn't been selected. This season, he's been the fourth best fast bowler in terms of wickets. So he's taken the fourth in the most wickets taken. So there are 3 bowlers, including Muhammad Ali, who are ahead of him. And even if you want to look back at last year, obviously this season is we sort of near the end, but we haven't played all the games. If you look at last season, which is obviously a completed season, he was the seventh best fast bowler in terms of wickets. So I don't know where all these wickets are coming from when there are literally last season there were 6 other bowlers who were better than him, and this time there were four, well, 3 better. So I'm not sure why would you not want to select him really? And at the moment in this time, we don't have much experience in the team, and there's no time to pick a young bowler um, to try him out who hasn't played much. Because if you remember, in 2019, Pakistan played a Test series in Australia just after the World Cup, which was held in England. They played a Test series, and unfortunately, they had to take. I say unfortunately, I'll explain later. Naseem Shah and Musa Khan, who hadn't played a single test match, and I believe they had only played each seven first-class games each, I think they played at the time. Just after the World Cup, Mohammad Amir announced his test retirement. And straight after, Wahab Riaz also announced that he was taking a break from red ball cricket. So after that, they had to take the two very not experienced players they had to take. And at that time, they didn't really have much option because there were other, like Tabish Khan at the time. More than likely, he was a bowler that was, taking a lot of wickets at the time. He's been playing for a long time, but he's not suited to Australian pitches. So that bring two unexperienced players. And what happened? Across two whole test matches, Pakistan took 13 wickets. Two test matches, we took 13 wickets. In each test match, Australia batted once. First, one test match, they took 10 wickets, and the other one, they took three. Australia declared 500 odd, and they scored three. So this is the reason why he is selected, and I don't understand the criticism, to be honest. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, comment below what other sort of videos you want me to make to talk about, what other topics, and I'll see you in the next video.